Probably should stop snooping.
Starting.
Okay, let us try this again. So, now that we've had a wonderful starter, of which I'm going to have to, we're going to have to redo the intro for everybody else who might be watching. Our party has been going through
Hi, John.
Doing it.
Man, it'd be great
Rise of Tiamat.
if we could hear John.
No, we're hearing you.
Yay! Everything breaks.
You're cutting out really bad.
Everything hates me.
Yeah.
Just,
Okay, now it sounds fine.
Yeah. It will wait until the very last moment to start breaking up again. Trust me.
Probably.
But yes,
Perhaps.
we have our party has gone to the Nether Mountains, where the group is going to have to convince the metallic dragons to help all of the sentient humanoid races and trying to deal with the cult of the dragon. You've already gotten hints of some heavy tension that some of the dragons may have. And it's possible that others have plenty of other tensions as well. And we left off at like the night before, where you had worked with each other and spoken with some of a couple of the dragons in particular. Mainly I think the copper and the silver one. Otar was the one who gave you a ride to the Nether Mountains, where you'll be having this council meeting.
Mm-hmm.
So, without further ado...
Not gonna lie, I forgot we arrived.
Yes, you did arrive. It was 2 days of travel on Dragonback.
I literally recapped that we arrived.
Yes, you did. And thank you so much.
I didn't hear that part.
Okay.
If you fucking open your ears and listen.
If you did some
love
context
to.
cluing. Anyways.
But yes. So, does anybody have anything to do or say to each other or anyone else before the actual day starts where you go to the council meeting?
Nope, not for me.
No.
Only thing I think is while I'm getting Varisia's help making the jacket, I'm assuming we're doing it back over in the shared room next to Zilvera and Thursday. And Triste is really pointedly trying not to look at Zilvera the whole time. That's the only detail. That's it.
Zilvar doesn't
Two of
notice.
us when we all get dressed. Also, I would like to give Thursday the choice to come stay here in the hovel or come with us as she is.
Harvey's going to be knocking on everyone's door.
I think Triste ends up be getting up pretty
Thursday would like to stay in the hovel. She is meeting one ancient dragon at a time. She could do, but she's way too nervous about a full council of them.
Cringe.
I would like for you to go, but if you're sure that you want to stay here, that's fine. I'm confident you would not be in danger.
It is difficult to understand. They'll be looking at me, especially the one who knows of my affliction.
And
they'll be looking down at me.
That's something you're going to have to live with. Some people will, and it's your It is a lesson you will need to learn that it doesn't matter if some people look down on you.
Now,
It's what.
are you going to try and persuade her not to come?
Sure.
not-
I'll roll.
Make a persuasion check then.
What was my persuasion? It's going to be a 16.
16? Okay. She goes. I will come. I will show that I am unbowed.
Alright, well, let me get your bows dirty.
Yes,
And I will
of course, mother.
tie the ribbons to each of her horns.
Mm-hmm. She is unbowed, not unbowed.
You looked very pretty with your bows on.
I think so too. The bows were the nice choice.
Alright, everyone else is waiting for us.
Okay, so the council area is open air. There aren't any comfortable seats for you guys. All the dragons that are present are resting on rocks and such that seem to have been like giant
cool.
boulders that were moved for them to just kind of coil around and rest upon.
Oh, that's cool.
Or so far has
Harvey,
to-
go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say poor Sylvar has to do this meeting in daylight.
Yes.
Harvey's gonna
Aw.
be when he knocked on everyone's doors to gather them around. He's casting ritually raise telepathic bond.
Thank you.
You've gotten addicted to that spell.
Absolutely,
It is
Such
a
good
great
spell.
spell.
I'm also going to have she join us.
Nice.
But
Also,
this
a
time,
cleric should not have this spell.
she is going to be in canary form. So that's another 10 gold.
Okay.
What is everyone dressed in again?
Yeah.
I sent pictures of the dress ish
Who, where?
that Sylvar
Where?
would be wearing. You've seen it.
I don't remember.
Should
Oh,
be
there
in
it
character
is.
concept? No.
No, player game chat. Yeah, just without the very long, flowy bottom part. It's just more
Varicia-
normal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Varicia is in a dress similar to like the image of Marisha I put up there.
Yep.
But it's like a deep blue instead of the design that's on it.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was the outfit set was stuffed into.
Yes.
Yeah.
The one
That
sa-
he still hasn't taken off.
the one sash.
That is a right that they won't get it back on right if they take it off.
God, that's so relatable.
It has a 20-page pamphlet on how to put it on.
Yeah.
With the help of Varicia, Triste has turned Talus the White's robes, which, mind you, were dark purple and gold, not white. And so she's used the silks that you can see on the design of it are near the bottom, turned that into chest binding, and is wearing her white blouse over that, the purple and gold jacket, and the buttons are some troll teeth from her collection.
That's
She still
super
hasn't sold
hot.
those. And yeah, the matching pants from the robes as well. Yeah.
Okay. So, as you come into the meeting area, and all the dragons assemble, all in their true draconic form, you do note that they have a kind of assigned seat amongst themselves. Central most among the semicircle of dragons that you sit with is a gold dragon. His name is Protanther.
Hey, that's the easiest one to pronounce.
That is the easiest one to pronounce so far.
Disagree.
And that's where it ends.
Eleuthera.
Yeah.
Which color's Patanther? Or
Po-
metal?
Gold.
Protanther is gold.
Gold. Thank you.
Make insight
Racist.
checks.
Yes, delightful.
Oh shit.
What is my insight? My insight
didn't
was
eat
pretty
dinner, so I have
decent.
to
Eleuthera
move
was
all my
copper
trash.
or bronze?
What?
Protanther's gold.
No, Eleuthera.
17.
Eleuthera is brass, actually.
Right.
Yeah, Johnny, you got that wrong in your recap.
I had
SMH.
gotten that wrong. I know. It's
Man.
it's horrible.
1 sec. I'm getting my Zilly dice out.
Nice.
What?
How did it go,
One.
Varicia?
Yeah,
Oh, beautiful.
that is
You rolled.
a natural 3 for a 4.
I got a 17.
Silvar's a
roll-
bit rusty at this.
I rolled a 2 minus 1.
Ooh.
Wow, beautiful.
Brilliant.
So, Triste, you're the only
I'm on
one
high
who
alert.
catches this.
Yep.
The gold dragon, Protanther,
Yep.
as he surveys your group, and when his eyes meet Silvar, you catch the faintest grimace.
Ooh. All right.
Hmm. Sussy.
To his right is Otarial Liarkanos, or Otar,
Yes. Yep.
the silver dragon, you know. And
Yep.
further right is Eleuthera, the male brass dragon. On the left of Protanther is Nimmer, a bronze dragon.
And how is that spelled?
Nimmer.
Nymmurh.
Fucking knew it.
What the fuck, man? I mean,
NYM.
This-
What?
This needs to go into
Mmurh.
this is a tragedy name spelling.
No, this is
That's
draconic.
dragons.
This is how
No,
dragons
same
do.
Bronze dragon?
Are you mocking their culture?
Bronze
Yes.
dragon.
Zovara confirmed racist?
Zavar's
Shocking.
been confirmed.
Yeah.
And further
fair.
left is Tasmikella, a copper dragon.
Bless you.
Name's kind of cute. That name's kind of cute. I like that one.
So, oh, that is not what I meant. Tasmikella. Nimmer. And this is going to be the list left to right. Ah. Of course, they make the hardest one the first one that you have to deal with
Yep.
ever in the story.
That's a totally different name from the rest of them.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yes.
Otari Likarnos.
I want to know who the fuck had the idea for that one. Anyway, so they each introduce themselves. Gives themselves. Let me see here. Here.
Briefly, right before like
Yeah.
all the talking starts, Triste leans over to Harvey and goes, "I could really use some guidance."
Harvey has a nice pitter patter of his toe beans on your shoulder. Guidance.
He doesn't
That's-
have toe beans.
I gave him toe beans.
Harvey,
so
how
now he's
he
Okay,
toe
good.
you
beans.
freak, you're not even a rabbit anymore.
He's a
Yeah.
Harangon, not a rabbit.
Close
Get it
enough.
right.
That's crazy.
Racist.
It's my character, and he has it. Crazy, isn't it?
No, he's our character. We've
Also,
we've unionized against Harvey.
Protonthor,
Mm.
Otar, Eleuthera, Nimmer, and Taz, in that order, spells point.
Damn, they're really trying to prove their point to us.
I mean, yeah.
Anyway, so, jeez. Anyway, so they give a brief introduction into the reasons and the meaning for this meeting. It's kind of a formality, but you have Protonthor, who is who is heading this, go, as we all know, the cult of the dragon has activated the Drakhorn. We are here to make a discussion and decide whether or not we allow the humanoid races to deal with the problem themselves or actively put in towards the fight against use more immediate measures to put in towards the fight against the cult. We all know that should they succeed, they will be bringing the baleful Tiamat back into the world, which would be a problem. But I want to know, before we discuss things, what do you think? And he looks down at your group. Being a vested interest, it is obvious you have a desire to have the dragonkind at your back in this fight.
Triste nods.
So,
Goes,
Uh,
go ahead.
what can you tell us on this?
Harvey mutters a quick prayer and puts his hand over Triste's shoulder and says, you got this. And he's going to cast Emboldening Bond on himself, Triste, and I actually don't trust anyone else. But I have to do it because it doesn't tell me up to. It says up to proficiency, so I have to choose. So I'm going to choose a Set and Varicia.
Why do you? Okay.
I was the last one. I don't remember that.
Imagine not picking Zilvar, who knows how to manage political meetings.
Yeah, but so far as
Imagine picking Set, who's completely out of their freaking element right now.
Harvey has his reasons for picking those two.
Yeah.
The one he
Okay.
wanted the most was Triste.
Okay.
And then himself, of course.
He doesn't trust y'all motherfuckers.
So, sorry, what was the question they're actually asking of us?
Well, he's
'Cause it sounded
based.
like a question.
It is kind of a question. It's
Yeah.
what is your input on this situation?
Ah. Triste goes, well, you can obviously choose to hope that the mortals can just deal with this problem. Looks around at all of them and goes, but the cult has been moving very fast. It's totally possible that we will actually manage to stop them in time from getting to the point where they actually bring Tiamat back. However, why risk it? Why wait? Why sit here and let that possibly happen? And then you have a much bigger problem to actually have to deal with. Because if you help us now, make sure this doesn't happen, then we can go back to the way things were. You're off in your comfortable homes, wherever you live, I don't know, and we mortals will be leaving you alone, obviously. I think that it would make more sense
Oh.
to
You will be leaving us
help
alone.
us.
What about
I mean,
the time? Let me see here. Give me a moment. What about the Draco Rage? That wasn't humanoid races leaving us alone.
okay, what the hell was that?
Make a history check.
Can I
he
make
would
a
say
history check too?
Draco Rage Mythal. Yeah, make a history
Mhm.
check.
Is that what the dwarves did?
No,
that's the something
So-
else.
it's something else.
Plus a D4, I know, for guidance. Do I get to add the emboldening bond to this?
I think so, doesn't it?
It's any ability check.
God,
I
Jesus, that's
rolled
awesome. All right.
a 16.
I have a 20, unnatural.
The 20 doesn't.
Filthy
Damn.
20. All right.
The Draco
I would like
Rage
to roll for
Myth.
this too.
Yeah, go for it. Anybody
And
who
this was
wishes
a
to
what
roll.
check?
A history
History.
check.
9. Nope, I haven't got a fucking clue. I lived in a monastery.
You got a D4.
You do got a D4, but
Oh, I do got a D4. Oh, god damn it. My D4 said fuck you and jumped out of the dice tower.
Me too. Me too, D4.
That's 12.
Okay. Triste, you do remember reading about this.
Mhm.
It is actually something elves are responsible for. They
God, all right.
created some kind of magic spell which caused dragons of all sorts to go into an uncontrollable rage, which caused massive devastation and probably set unwary fear towards all dragons, not just chromatic.
Hey, well, guess what? Y'all said elves, drow, let's be real now, are fairly far away from that. So, yeah, Zilvar doesn't know shit.
So,
'Cause I
the person who
pretty sure
brought
that-
up the Draco Rage,
That is
was that
that was Protanther.
Protanther?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And before you get to answer, he does have a little bit
Mhm.
more. And I think to note, most liches are humanoid. And on top of that, aren't they responsible for most dark humanoid sub-races like the Yuan Ti and the Tieflings?
Prieste stops herself from laughing out loud. She just gently covers her mouth and nods slowly.
What is it to say that something like this wouldn't happen again? How would you prevent this?
some things just can't be prevented. As long
Tuesday-
as there are people that worship Tiamat, it will keep
Tues-
happening.
Yeah. Triste gestures at Silvera, goes, Silvera's right. Like, we can stop it now. Why is now not good? Why is that not enough?
Well, you could stop it now, but wouldn't it be? It would be better if we just had the humanoid races weaken each other, so we could deal with the problem while they were in a weakened state. It would provide far less danger to us.
But would
That
that
is
be right?
liking these dragons less and less by the second.
Um,
Would that be right? Is that something you could say? I don't think it is. I don't think that just as how I don't think that the grievances you've suffered are right as well.
give me a moment. Let's see here. Nimmer speaks up. They have a point. It doesn't matter what links we go. At the very least, there are also good members of the humanoid races, and would it not be a travesty to let the ones who deal with the issues of turning against evil on a daily basis, not just while they're young. Those who have to fight it every day. Wouldn't it be a travesty to let those innocents be harmed while we waited for them to weaken each other? We have people who are dying. We need to do something. We need to help. Despite the any ill blood we have with them.
Riste slowly pulls out the shard of mirror that she has, and she goes, I have evidence here of someone who we've already lost to this battle. Like, Nimmer's right. Like, this is incredibly dangerous for us. But for those of us who want to fight, we'll try. But if we lose, you'll have that many fewer decent people in the world who would try to help you, who would align themselves specifically with the metallic dragons.
I'd be cautious, though. We should put ourselves, the Copper Dragon speaks now. We would want to put ourselves in and assist, but we need to be very careful on what terms. I've had enough sweet-talking humanoids come in just to steal treasures from my hordes. Our hordes are just as much as our strength, and if we're not, if we're going to help these individuals, we need to ensure that they're not going to take from us at the same time.
Triste goes, hold up, wait, you think that... Okay, no. You're probably talking about people in general, not this group in particular.
No,
right?
You haven't. However, I do recognize those boots of elven kind you're wearing.
Oh, yes, they're really nice.
Yes. They were once a part of one of my hordes.
Oh.
I don't think
Did
you
want
stole it, but it would be very nice to... You'd have my vote definitely if you gave it back.
Triste kicks them off immediately, picks them up, and goes, absolutely. She walks over and places them in front of him and goes, I'm bad at sneaking, so I find them, yeah.
Harvey,
I will remind you that Nier got those in a shipwreck.
Mental connection. Harvey, in his mental connection, is gonna go to choose in the mental bond. He's gonna say, "You could have waited until the end. You don't need to stay in here to bare feet."
Just like holds them up and like as she walks forward, she goes, "One of my good friends, the one that we lost, was the one who found them. He managed to recover them from a sunken ship." Oh, this is over by the island. What's the name of the island, please, John Luke?
It is the Shipwreck Isle.
Yeah, Shipwreck Isle, ironically.
Oh, perfectly. Yeah, over on Shipwreck Isle. Without our group, without us adventuring and trying to do good in the world, they would have remained unfound.
I'm sure that it couldn't have been any of your group. This was stolen centuries ago from me. I can tell it by these marks, and she actually kind of shows you specific markings on it that that are very distinctive. And she goes,
"Yeah,
you know, the willingness to right things and make things right. That this one, that Triste, was it?
Yes, Triste Comienza.
That Triste Comienza shows, despite being so short-lived as a human, specifically a human, shows that we definitely need to take action rather than wait on this. It's far better for all of us to work together, for all good to work together. Let me see here.
So how about Eleuthera?
Mm-hmm. Eleuthera goes, honestly, I think we should work together. But first and foremost, we need to do one extra step. We need to make sure we take the dragon masks. And as long as each of us gets a dragon mask that that the cult has a hold of, then I'd be willing to put my vote in for putting assistance, making immediate assistance.
Why do you want these masks?
We want to make
Because
sure
they
they're
grant sovereignty over dragons.
and though they don't grant sovereignty over metallic dragons, we don't want them going into hands that will use them. They are specifically built for the cult to function.
Okay.
And we don't, if they don't have the mass, they won't be able to do this again.
You said you would request all of them before you're willing to help?
Not before we're willing to help. We just want it in agreement that among the things that we, the metallic dragons, get, those masks will go to us.
That seems fairly reasonable.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be
You'll be able
best
to
if
keep them safe.
Wouldn't it be best if those masks were just dropped in a deep pit, never to be found again?
Who's to say
They will
somebody
eventually
won't
be
find them?
I mean, you all have already admitted your hordes have been pilfered before.
And
It doesn't sound like it's any safer there.
but it's not. They're not safer anywhere, honestly. Somebody who really could want to would find them. Somebody who was just lucky enough to stumble upon them would find them.
What is your goal with getting these masks?
To try and make sure we can do our best to prevent them from being taken and used again.
So, how are you going to keep them away from the hands they are currently in, or people like them, or
If
others like him?
If we told you, that would give them that would give more
No.
likelihood of them finding it. Even if you were unwilling to give that information up, there's always a chance your minds could be read.
Tuesday holds up a hand and goes, I don't know a lot about magical items. She gestures at all of the ones she's wearing. I know I have a lot, but I don't really understand them. Is there no way to permanently destroy them?
Well, items like the dragon masks are less magical items, more artifacts. And artifacts are of a level that requires special action to be dealt with. It
What?
is
like a wish spell or something?
I heard that in order to destroy a tome known as the Tome of all evil, you must eliminate all evil from the world and from all worlds.
Oh. Okay, so that level of doing something.
Yes.
Oh,
Not
okay.
quite feasible.
Yeah, no, all right.
Now, that is the most extreme example I can give. But still, it would be an undertaking in and of itself to get for it to be destroyed. Eleuthera.
Okay.
I see no issue in providing these masks?
Tuesday nods and goes, I mean, we may not be able to prove that the dragons will be able to. I turn to my party. I face away from the dragons. We may have no proof that they'll be able to permanently keep them safe, but they'll probably be able to keep them safe longer than, the elves, the dwarves, the humans, any group of people.
I feel there is something that needs to be clarified. While we are representing the interest of all the people who support us, we cannot guarantee that everyone will agree to what we say. We can give you our word, but our word is not going to be everyone's word.
Yeah, and we can try to make things happen if there's like with the masks, you specifically would like to protect them. We can try to make that happen, but Verisi's right. We don't know that everyone else is going to agree, and
Who cares if they agree or not? We are the ones they sent to negotiate.
I do believe that these masks should be hidden from everyone for that to be the best. But we cannot promise that it will happen. We can only promise you that we will try.
Look, trying isn't good enough.
Yeah.
Doing is better.
Give me a moment. I'm thinking about who would speak up next. No, it would be Protanther. We understand your situation. However, you are the champions of the humanoid races banding together in order to help stop this problem. If they cannot, if you cannot get people to listen to you when you are supposed to be a banner of their cause, then there's no point in us joining you. Still, it would, I would not, I do not like that you're unwilling to give even these small concessions. Otar goes, I think they're being very reasonable in what they're trying to say. They don't want to give promises they cannot keep.
But we'll try. We will.
I have already given you my my position on this. I still think with 3 already voting for, I think these individuals have shown character enough that it is worth it to put our lot in with theirs and work together with the humanoid races, regardless of our past grudges. And you very well know, Protanther, I also hold my own grudge against a humanoid race.
Man, who doesn't at this point?
Yeah.
Esper says.
Well, if it is for the record, I would like an apology from the King of the Elves for that Draco Rage Mythal incident.
Oh, which kind of elves? What area?
Specific King Melindrock.
Man, you know it's bad when they call him out by name.
Yeah.
He would have to speak for all of Elvenkind. Sadly, your friend here, though she is elven-like, can't fully
Insofar curls her
represent.
lip.
She cannot fully represent the elven kind.
Surface elves aren't much of anything, really.
At least we can agree on something.
Yay,
Tuesday goes,
racism!
Okay. She
Racism
pulls out,
time.
Racism.
Tuesday pulls out her stack of notes and she goes, okay, all right. So, and she starts writing stuff down. She goes, Otar, if we can, we want to work to get the armor back from the dwarves. That is actually the bones of your, was it niece or nephew? Sorry, I want to make sure I'm
Niece.
accurate. Niece, okay. And she writes that down. She goes, Protanther, you would, we will work on getting King Melandrock to make it a formal apology on behalf of all elves about the Draco Rage. Is there anything else you need them to apologize for? Because, I mean, I don't mind if we're already there talking to them. If there is other grievances that the elves have done to you, I wouldn't mind trying to get him to admit to those.
Harvey says this in Triste's head. Please tell me this is not where the rabbit hole I think you're going down.
It
There's too
is
many
the
holes.
Draco Rage mythal itself that was
Yes.
such an abomination. No other humanoids have had such an imprint on my mind, at least.
Tuesday nods, finishes taking
Other
some notes, and she goes,
humanoids are
okay.
pathetic.
We will work on that one. And then during this, we will attempt to get a hold of those dragon masks. And if any of us manage to find one, we will make sure it gets to one of the metallic dragons.
Or how would you like us to do that? Collect them all and hand them over to you? Or
It would be preferred if, as soon as you get one, to hand it over to us.
And how would we
Okay.
do that? If we are to travel these far reaches?
If you are, you do have means of communication, yes?
Tuesday goes, I have sending.
I do as well.
That would be good enough. If you at least send us a message through that spell, we'd be able to arrive within a decent amount of time to pick up the mask.
Has Taz
Very
Mikella
well.
talked at all?
Taz has. She's the one.
Yeah.
Wait.
Elfinkind.
No. Yeah, she's the one who demanded the demanded the boots off of Triste.
Hey, she's
who has not-
probably happy.
Who are the reserved voters?
I was just
Actually-
about to ask that.
It's Protanther and who else?
Protanther and actually, so far just Protanther. Honestly,
He's fairly pretentious.
he is.
Being a goal does that.
Yeah.
Also, we would need a good amount of the treasure that was pilfered from the cult themselves. We do know they are collecting a hoard worthy of Tiamat.
Okay.
By the end of
Just taking
things,
notes.
a
They
proper
are
3 shares would be appropriate for us.
they are collecting that hoard from the people of different regions.
And that hoard will be divided amongst the victors should we prevail. It is how war works.
Not everything
And-
goes to return to those people.
And eventually the money will trickle down.
Set looks
Economic?
like they're going to say something more. It actually goes a little rigid before just shaking their head and relaxing.
It's
Tuesday-
Protanther that's talking, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Protanther, I believe you're the only one who still holds reserves for assisting.
It is
Correct?
true. I do have my reservations. I am still not fond of the humanoid races in general. There's a lot of evil that has been done by them.
That we can agree on. I
Priest,
I
It
Priest
is
just quickly thinks to everyone, yeah, and of course the dragons have never done anything evil ever.
I have not properly introduced myself to all of you yet. I am Varisia von Shosa, a Yonti member of Clan Shosa. I grew up separated from these strifes you all have described. I'm not of that time either. But I would like to have a moment to plead upon your sense of justice. I come from a place where justice was destroying and beating any individual who stepped out of line for the powerful clans. And I ended up facing that wrath as well. It nearly killed me. The Yuan-Ti can be quite vicious at times. I should know. But I still believe it is right to stand against them, and it nearly cost me my life. To this day, I still think I would have died that day if it had not been the hand of a god. That is the only thing I can say that would have saved me. I'm still new to this sense of responsibility that I am seemingly walking into and being granted. But she will then have she flitter onto the top of her hand.
Mm-hmm.
I believe there is someone who is working towards having this cult destroyed, and I believe I may be part of it. And I believe you all may know more about them than me. My powers are not entirely my own. They are a gift that I've been given for taking up this responsibility. There are powerful players at hand, and I think you, of all of you, should know the most of the responsibility that can be granted.
Is there anything more?
I just believe that we all have a role to play in something greater than ourselves. But it is our choice whether we step up to plate.
You speak with a tenuous faith.
I am new. I am learning to have faith.
It is honorable that you, born out of such an evil beginning, should choose this. And should choose what what my kind was made, well, choose the good of all my kind to follow.
That likes this group less and less as they talk.
But do know this. My reservations are because time and time again, when dragons have gotten involved with humanoid races, they've always done something to make us regret it. The elves are my most recent image of that. Otar has the dwarves to thank for her niece's death in a dragon moot that didn't even bother to consider whether or not her niece was a good dragon or not. I think it would be safe to say, and it does not please me to say this, but it is honest, and I think you deserve that. I fear that our help may encourage others to take advantage of us, of the kindness we may wish to present. And I don't like that possibility.
That possibility will exist no matter what you choose.
But if we
There will always be people that wish to take advantage of you.
if we stay guarded, more people will be less likely to bother us.
And to stay guarded, you won't be able to be in this world properly. You won't get to enjoy.
I understand your
what is here.
reservations, but I also strongly believe, and she will kneel down and place another hand on Thursday, that if you allow it, good can prosper if you give it room to grow.
You also spoke of justice. Out of all the evils the humanoid races have brought forth, what justice is there for us to assist?
If I may, real quick, I understand what it's like to have your trust in others be crushed and betrayed. I understand. But take it from a person who's lived a good majority of their life by themselves without really helping or assisting or even speaking to others. It's not a way to live. It's hard because you are essentially making yourself vulnerable for the off chance that at some point in your very, very long lives, you will be betrayed. But there is a good chance that you won't as well.
If you're seeking and trying to convince me of a vote, despite any of my misgivings, you have it. In fact, I don't know if it matters, since I believe the rest of the council has already decided for themselves. What say you, rest of the council? All of those who wish to put their lot in with the humanoid races, give sign now. And each of them will bring out and pull a scale off of themselves and toss it in the center.
they really self-mutilating just to be like, yeah, I agree?
They're shedding. It's not that bad.
As much
Yeah.
That's
symbol,
not how shedding works.
as much symbolic
Yeah, because
as it
you know the
is-
anatomy of a dragon,
Yeah,
I know the anatomy of a lizard.
not a dragon.
Racist.
it's as
Yes.
much symbolic as it is mutilating. They are giving parts of themselves in order to make sure their commitment.
Set will place a hand on Harvey's shoulder and smile a little bit. We stand
gay
at a
people.
crossroads as a group, whether draconic, humanoid, or those that stand against all. We appreciate you taking this risk on the words of a mere group of people that are just doing their best to help each other. We will do our best to talk the others into what we have discussed here, to get your apologies, to get your niece.
Ota will send you back to Waterdeep. We will, and after that, she will send off to speak with all other silver dragons. We will separate and speak with our respective kinds as well. You will have the metallic dragon's aid in this fight.
Are they giving us those scales or
Oh yeah, they're giving you the scales.
Call it dibs on the gold.
dibs on copper?
Zilvar doesn't want any. But she does like the silver one.
Matt's calling dibs. No, Harvey. Matt's
Oh,
calling
I'm
dibs.
I'm aware. The Zilvar just wouldn't want any, though. She would prefer a silver, but like she's not gonna say shit.
There's
We
5
can-
of us.
we
It
can
would
make
make sense
necklace-
for each of us to take one.
We can make necklaces or pendants with these.
Actually, that's not a bad idea.
Mm.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
How big
And
are
it's-
these scales?
We've
They're probably about a good,
Palm size?
yeah, about palm-sized.
God bless.
I mean, we've never created a name for all of us traveling together.
No, we
This
haven't. Be the moment.
This could be
Why?
the moment.
Why?
Wow, that's fantastic.
We
Do
don't
that
need a
again.
name.
Fantastic. What did you just say? Say that
We
again.
We don't need a name.
We don't need a name.
Why do you always want a name?
We don't need to become Ocean Gate 2.0.
Every
We're the Nether
good,
Mountains.
every
No.
good group needs a name.
Yeah,
No,
every good group needs a name.
If you remember.
no.
Yeah, and that'll come about naturally. Pointing out this is a good point to come out with the name is not it coming about naturally.
That is
Sure it
not
is.
true. That is not
Yeah.
true. Good
Yeah.
names are not natural at all. They are definitely thought about.
Especially, Wandry and Fortuna.
Yes, that
Yeah,
was
no,
so
that's-
perfect.
Wandering
Yes.
Fortuna.
Yes, it was perfect.
I love it.
But
Yeah,
it only
it's
happened because you guys
The
talked
word
about
it's
it.
a fish man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so far
Either
does
way.
not want a name.
So far, could just get associated and not have any input on the name, which is also fine.
Says
So
no
far
Tree
care.
Stay.
disassociates from this entire
Yeah.
conversation.
Before getting all the dragons leave,
Yeah.
Tazmikella actually kind of waves at you a bit.
I wave back, really excited.
No, she's just
wow.
she pauses and goes, kind of like waves you over, not as like hi and oh I'm so glad.
She's
It's
the,
just
like,
like
looks
come
at me
over
like-
here.
Harvey,
Just like, a few times
Harvey
and goes,
pushes.
Oh,
Harvey
sorry.
pushes.
Okay. I walk over.
Um,
Sorry. I misunderstood. Yes. Hi.
Thank you so much for your willingness to give up these shoes for me. I think to honor your willingness, I should give you a gift in kind.
Oh, I mean, thank you.
Give me a moment. She's going to give you the boots back, but they're slightly different.
Oh, okay.
The boots of dragonkind.
The
Josh.
boots just burn your legs and you lose your feet.
Nice. Me too, buddy. Me too.
I would actually find that legitimately
here.
hilarious.
Okay. As you you notice that she had burned away some of the cloth, and underneath there are copper scales that
Ooh.
are lining the lining parts of the boots, where normally it would be basically a elven design. The copper scales are making up that elvish design. Whenever you step into the boots of elven kind, you have acid resistance.
Ooh.
Harvey fucking yoinks the boots.
Oh, fucking Tuesday
That is
goes,
so
"Oh my
random.
gosh,
I love it.
Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate this.
Use them well.
I will. Something it sort of got mentioned earlier, but it didn't come up naturally. I just want to make sure you're all made aware before you all run into this. Alasker von Bastos, the Draco Lich, he is currently working with the cult. I am his disciple, I guess you could say. And I have a vested interest in making sure he dies and stays dead. We have a problem in the meantime, though.
Yes.
Just something to sort of workshop with the rest of the metallic dragons. We have the small young dragon with us. They've been turned into a phylactery. If we kill Alasker von Bastos, then Thursday may die, and we would really prefer to avoid that. If you can maybe workshop with the rest of them about any way for us to stop that, to get rid of that.
Eleuthera would be the best one to be able to work out that.
Okay, all right. I will reach out to Eleuthera later.
In fact, he
Thank
had
you.
already
Already
spoken with
reached
you.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I forgot that. What was the solution? Do we have a solution for that?
No,
They
you
were
don't.
going
I didn't write down a
But
They have to workshop it.
Eleuthera
Yeah, they have to
said
workshop
he was going to workshop it and make and figure it out.
Okay, is workshopping good? Thank you.
Zavera, can you take Thursday back to the hovel?
Can she not walk by herself?
I mean, she would. I would prefer her to have someone else with her.
And it cannot be you.
There's something I need to do, and I don't think she would want to be around.
Zilvar just shrugs, looks at Thursday, doesn't say anything, and just turns on her heel to walk back over.
Thursday, can you go Zavera back to the hovel?
Sure, mother.
There shortly.
Okay.
Zilvar's gonna make her a knife.
Alright.
We're giving a baby a knife.
I want to pull out some more crafting paper and paint, and go around asking these ancient dragons if they will
Oh my
do like a
God.
claw print or something
Yeah.
for me.
Let me see here. I need to double check something.
Double check their willingness to give a claw print.
Also, who gathered up the scales? I'm going to approach you. I have an idea.
Harvey. Yeah.
You were having a conversation. Harvey would have grabbed it.
Sick.
The Sylv didn't care to grab any.
You would have grabbed every single scale.
But yeah, you probably would.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Taz McKella is the most willing. As soon as you say anything about it, she's like, oh, yes. Here. She takes the paper like dips her claws into the paint and just
I love copper
Wow.
dragons.
Let's go.
They're great.
Can you help me get one from the others?
Oh yeah.
They're- they're called
Protanther
Thursday.
is going to be the hardest, so we'll do him last. She begins working with you to get all the other ones.
One by one by one.
And,
Get
like,
it from them all eventually.
you can tell that all these 5 metallic dragons know each other almost on an intimate level. And they kind of roll their eyes as, and once it gets to Protanther, she goes, "Oh please, everybody else has done it."
It's for Thursday.
She
making
is
a collection of...
she is using like as much peer pressure as possible to get him, and he just
I
goes,
love that.
"Oh, fine, I will do so."
I love some good peer pressure.
As soon as this happens, Harvey wants to say something to Protanther as he very visibly caves.
Uh-huh.
Harvey walks up and says, thank you, Protanther, for at least doing that for Borislav, but I would like to offer something for you. I understand your hesitance with the humanoid races, and I would ask that you allow me to be your liaison for them. And as best as I can, I will make sure that you don't get betrayed. And at least you have one sliver of hope that one person will never betray you. And I will do my best to make sure that doesn't happen.
So you give me an oath.
Yes.
Should we plant a bean here before we leave?
You're fucking insane.
We should.
That would be amazing.
I forgot that we had
Wait,
beans.
wait, you had beans? I forgot you had
Yes.
beans. Yay,
I forgot we
beans!
had beans.
Yay, beans!
Do you think the beans would be in the room with Zovar and Thursday?
Who's
Do you
carrying
think
the bean?
Zovar could
I
feed?
think Harvey has them.
Harvey has him.
Harvey
Oh,
has
Yeah.
damn.
beans.
I was thinking, man, wouldn't it be funny if Zovar fed Thursday a bean? And then she's just like, uh-oh.
Don't
The
work
beans
like
are
that.
magical.
It don't work. Yeah, it don't work like that.
Yeah, they have to touch the ground.
Just
No.
wrap it in. No, just wrap it in dirt and feed it to Thursday.
Kill
Oh,
you.
God.
So you,
That's
so you know that
Give
thing
her
with
all the
Dragon's
eggs.
Dogma, right, Harvey?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
That happens
What?
with you and this gold dragon.
You're a
Just kidding.
reminder.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
What did he reply to Harvey as well?
He hasn't fully replied yet. Like, his first reply was, "You're giving me an oath." As kind of a question. Oaths are dangerous, you know.
we're in a dangerous line of work. And I've been an advocate for non-violence unless met with it. And
Are you sure about that? 'Cause
unless
it
met
just sounds
with
like it just sounds like violence.
Then
I'm against killing. If we have someone restrained, I would rather not kill them and let them serve their time and know and
Also,
the
this
wrongs.
is just Esp talking, not so far.
And
Sylph isn't here.
yeah, and I understand what an oath means, but I also want it means enough that it will hold my word to you.
Then how about this? Upon your oath to serve on my behalf and to never betray my interests, I swear that as long as you keep that oath, I will let me see. I will provide you as much support as you need. And maybe in time, when all this is over, we can be friends.
I couldn't ask for anything more. And
It is a
Harvey
shame,
bows his
though.
head.
We
Oh.
don't have any cattle.
For what?
Oh, a long, long time ago, whenever we would individuals would make oaths. Whenever I would make oaths with individuals, it was the custom to cut a cow in half, long ways down, and then walk between it as a cementing of the oath.
Harvey's not good at hiding his facial expressions, but his mouth is on the floor. His
What the-
eyes are
And
wide
then we
open.
would eat it together
What? What
in
the
celebration of the bond we just made.
fuck? Borislav says right next to them.
What the fuck?
Even Stat has paused and has a WTF look on their face.
So far, otherwise, if she was there, she would be nodding like, no, that's a good idea.
That's about right.
She's-
Yeah, you're not
Sounds about
there
right.
though.
Yeah.
That shit is... Harvey's just like... Too bad.
Yes, we're going to have to trust each other at our words now.
I trust you very easily.
Oh, this way is old magic. Things are a lot more final whenever you've sealed them with blood. Especially the blood of a more innocent creature.
Like a rabbit.
Harvey in his head tells Vorislav, get me out of here, 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 get me out of here.
Yes. I will trust you at your word, Harvey.
Harvey bows his head. Thank you. And goes to Vorislav. Let's get all of these to Thursday. And tries to help Vico grab it. Harvey's dropping a lot of stuff and trying to pick up. He's
We
very...
should be getting ready to leave, yes?
Hmm?
Oh, Harvey,
Yes?
you have those magic beans, right?
Yes, do you want one?
Sure, to commemorate this.
Sure. Harvey just hands it and just starts grabbing all the other things. He's way
I
too
don't-
focused on trying to leave.
Oh no.
Jesus Christ. The best part is, as long as you don't water it, the next time it rains in this area, they'll find out you planted it.
Harvey can make it rain.
Harvey can make it rain.
No. No.
So, are you guys going to plant and water a bean?
Just before we leave, yes.
Okay. Somebody
Uh,
roll me a D100 then.
It's my bean.
Memento.
I get to roll.
Okay. It's your
Okay,
bean.
all right.
You get to
Please roll it on the website so we can
Yes.
watch it just destroy our lives.
Okay.
Yeah, Sylvar is just watching this. Like,
Oh,
The
before we
fuck?
go, there's one more thing we need to do. We haven't
and-
used these yet, so we need to figure out exactly what they do.
Sure.
They're beans.
And she plants and waters it.
Oh no.
Well, they probably grow.
78.
Okay. Okay.
I forgot which one that is. Please be the
After-
eggs. Please be the eggs.
After about a minute, a tree grows, and it instantly grows fruit.
Let's go!
25 fruit, to be in fact.
Oh my god,
bless.
it's the fruit.
which fruit? There's a couple of fruits off of these things.
What?
Anybody who
Mhm.
examined these find
Is that
that
gonna be a nature check?
no, well, not it wouldn't be a nature check, but it takes some time to examine these. 5 of these are actually magical.
Oh, no.
John died.
Sorry.
Oh.
5 of these fruits are magical.
Oh.
Yes. Now, give me a
Fuck
moment.
all of the fruits.
Free food.
Zilvar takes a bite out of the non-magical ones.
They are sweet. Haven't
What are the
had
magical
anything
ones,
much
though?
like it.
Drugs.
You're gonna have to figure it out because they are potions.
Functionally, yes.
Functionally potions. Randomly determined potions. So that
Do you think that if we plant another one, we could get more of these?
She goes, I mean, it would be insane if they did something different. It would only make sense for them to do the same thing each time. So theoretically, you'd make another tree.
Let's test this out.
okay.
You want to go and try it?
Do
Why
we have
not?
a lot of beans?
Before we do
Harvey's like-
that,
Okay.
just
Yep.
gotta.
We are not summoning a pyramid here.
Oh, we'll see.
We'll see.
I mean, if we did,
Okay.
that pyramid would
5d5.
have been no threat to anyone here.
Mhm.
Yep.
That is
Who's
true.
going to show up here? Metallic dragons?
Yeah,
I'm
we walk
parceling-
in.
Yeah, I'm parceling out the rarities.
Okay.
Ah.
Yeah, we walk in and we're just like, oh, a mummy lord? Metallic dragon, sick 'em!
Otari just instantly cold breaths it.
Mhm.
It dies.
No,
No.
Atari sneezes and they die.
No, Protanther breathes fire on it, and it's dead.
It definitely dies.
Yeah, I don't want to listen to a lecture from Protanther of all creatures. I'd rather
Yeah, so
leave.
far would zone out. Zilf's been on the receiving end of lectures before. She knows how to zone out for them.
Harvey's
So
trying,
does-
Harvey's
so
trying to
does that.
convince a fucking asshole dragon to have faith, and y'all are just like, meh.
Fuck things up.
Who's y'all? Who's y'all?
Fair enough. One outside of it.
Who?
You,
I'm not here to fuck things up.
Zovar, and Sep just don't even give a shit. Every time Protanther speaks,
She was listening the entire time.
You weren't
She
there.
gave enough of a shit.
Harvey's always there.
One of these potions
I was
looks
talking
like a
to
health
Silver.
potion.
Okay.
Nice.
You mean one of these fruits looks like a health
Oh, yeah.
potion-based fruit?
Well, yeah, it actually looks like it's got the same red color as a health potion.
Okay. Does
Just
does ritually casting detect magic give me these answers?
Yeah,
No,
I could do that as well.
I'm just basically giving you the appearance of them. It doesn't tell you exactly what it looks like, but kind of tasting it makes it tastes like a potion of healing.
Yeah, just take a little nibble off of each of these fruits.
Zilvar's not
Tracy
doing
happily is just like, yeah, I'll do that.
it. Triste, no.
These fruits are pretty cool.
You picked
Huh?
an amazing dress, Zilver. You look beautiful in it.
Zilvar just freezes and she's just like looks at Varicia, slowly turning towards her. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Harvey's ears are just like, as soon as Varicia says like, "Oh, you look pretty," one of his ears perks in her direction, and then Zovar saying thank you, the other ear perks in her direction.
Set is just hardcore side-eyeing them, like frozen in place. Like, wait a second.
Zilvar is
He stays
so
looking
confused. Her thank you is like definitely tilted with a question mark.
Eyes are opening up on Harvey's cloak just to stare at them.
Harvey, why are your eyes opening?
Close them. I don't know.
They're always open.
Exactly.
Always
They're just
watching.
turning to look. at
Okay.
Yes, I don't like that.
I can't control it.
I think you
you.
can.
I mean,
to a degree.
Oh yeah, because I can totally close my eyes when someone casts and he looks at Varisia really close, like inches away, light in my face.
flashbang, go.
I mean, now you know what it feels like to be a drow on the surface. At least.
Just think of it as a bit of perspective granted to you.
Why did I need it?
Painful perspective.
Because you lacked it.
Why did I need it?
Because you lacked perspective.
It's not as if I was ignorant.
Okay.
I just didn't understand it physically.
So-
now I do.
Why
Yes.
did we have to have this
One
meeting
of them
today?
tastes like a potion of healing. One of
Mhm.
them takes like an
True feeling.
elixir of health.
Oh, nice.
One of them tastes like potion of mind reading. One of them tastes
Oh.
like a potion of cloud giant strength.
Oh.
And the final
Oh.
tastes like a potion of dragon's majesty.
What the fuck does that do?
So,
Yeah,
I don't
what?
know.
when you drink this potion, you transform into an adult dragon of the same kind as the dragon scale from inside. This one looks gold, by the way.
I want it.
Oh.
It's going to Harvey.
I
I
want
want
to
it.
turn into a dragon.
Uh-huh.
Sylvar doesn't, but I want to turn into a dragon.
The transformation lasts for 1 hour. Any equipment you are wielding melds into your new form or falls to the ground, your choice. For the duration, use the game statistics of an adult dragon instead of your own, but you retain your languages, personality, and memories. You can't use
Actually-
the dragon's change shape or its legendary or lair actions.
I have a better idea. Can I have that one?
No. It's mine.
Okay, so we have
You just said
okay.
Zolera doesn't want it.
a
That's
healing
for one
potion, mind reading, cloud giant, elixir, and dragon majesty. Correct? 5.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yep.
So, cloud giant.
Cloud Dragon can go to Zolera.
Okay, Sylvar will take that one.
Cool.
Oh, she still has the potion of fire breathing. Whoops.
That's a crap potion anyway.
Yeah.
Yo, you gonna 27 strength? That's wild. So cloud giant goes to Zolver. So
Correct.
that is your potion.
Yep.
The health elixir is what?
Cures diseases, removes blinded, deafened, paralyzed, and poisoned.
That should go to Harvey.
That should definitely go to Harvey. The healer should have that.
Yeah.
I don't think it should. I think it should go to Set.
It cures blindness.
Oh, no,
I-
wait. Yeah, it probably
I-
should go to the guy with the most mobility.
It should go to Set
Mhm.
because if he's out of range for a lot of shit because his mobility, it's gonna help him. I feel
Yeah.
like that should be for him.
Plus, I can
Cool.
cast blindness, deafness, so I just think it's funny for me to carry it.
So have like elixir should be for Set. Mind reading, personally,
Tree stay?
I don't want to give it to Tree Stay.
I kind of.
I don't need it.
And I want Harvey for mind reading, and for Dragon
Yeah.
Majesty and Potion, it can be between Triste and or Varisia. Mind reading fits Harvey, and Dragon Majesty can go for either or. But the potion specifically have fit each person, and Dragon Majesty doesn't fit Harvey in the slightest. Yes, he is
Yeah.
the liaison / herald / oath to the Gold Dragon, but he doesn't want to fucking be one. So like,
I do.
y'all do your thing with that.
I
Tree
I
Stay
think
looks
Tree
at the
Stay
two
should
of
have
them.
it.
want it
Triste.
not for Varicia.
Oh. You would
I
like to
think
be a golden dragon.
No, I wouldn't.
Oh, you're
No?
probably intending to give it to Thursday to have Thursday know what it feels like to be a gold dragon.
Oh.
no.
be
I'm
an
surprised
adult
you guys
dragon.
didn't catch that.
We're not giving that to Thursday. That's way too
Says
powerful to
you.
be given to Thursday.
Says you.
Okay,
That's a
so-
really interesting idea. I like
It's a
that
good
idea.
idea, but I feel like that would be a waste of the potion.
So I got
Why
an
not?
elixir
We still
of
got
health, right?
we have an adult dragon helping us, and we all have access to our own things as well.
Yeah.
We have an adult dragon helping us?
When Thursday drinks that potion,
Eats
Eats
the
the
fruit.
fruit.
eats
Or-
the fruit.
And that's for an hour.
We will have an adult dragon no matter what if Triste turns into one.
Yeah, but then
Love
I
it.
can't cast spells, right?
Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
you need to
Why
cast
not?
spells?
Well,
I
you'd
mean-
you'd be able to cast spells that a gold dragon could cast.
Yeah, but I
an
can't
adult
cast
gold-
my
adult
spells.
Yeah.
gold dragons can cast spells.
Yeah. But they're my spells that I will not have access to anymore.
Mhm.
But-
Honestly, I have polymorph. I don't feel the need to do that. I know thematically it does kind of fit, but also, I don't know, man. I don't want to be a dragon anymore. I don't want to
I
fucking...
do.
This is-
Also, a completely above board.
Yeah.
My last campaign Apollo, I became a gold dragon. I'm good.
Yeah.
As a player, I'm good. I'm good as a player.
I want to
Yeah.
be a dragon. Every day
Make a
I
social.
suffer. It's not that. It's something else.
So
Yeah, I
you
know.
actually see Triste walk up to the two last fruit. She picks up the healing one, tosses it a few times, and puts it in her bag next to her healing potions.
So you
Triste's
got
not taking
you got the
dragon
fruit
one.
of healing?
Yes.
Okay.
And
Be sure
then-
to notate that it is a fruit of healing, not a potion of healing.
Okay.
Is it only 2d4 plus 2?
That's gonna be so sad and pathetic.
That's
So.
so sad.
You'll find out when you eat it.
All right,
Sure,
I
I'll
only
keep it as
okay.
backup.
So I got the fruit of health, right?
Wait,
Health
Yeah.
elixir. Or elixir.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The fruit of
the
elixir
fruit of health.
Yeah, the
I'm
fruit
gonna
of
call it the
elixir
fruit
of
of
health.
Yes.
Okay. That works.
Yeah.
I think it would be funny if Zovar had mind reading. I don't want the potion, I just think it would be funny. Because then she would just
What?
be like, what does everyone think of me? I hate this.
I'm donating the fruit of Dragon's Majesty to
Thursday.
Thursday's horde.
Mhm.
Nice.
Yeah, we know, and it's don't these disappear after 30 days?
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe
They
so.
do.
Yeah. So we have a month
Yeah,
to use them. All good.
We've had these before in the Saturday campaign.
Love the bag of
We need
beans.
We
I
need a
love
way
the
to
bag of
fast
beans.
travel.
But we don't really have any way of
I
fast
just want to
traveling.
point out to everyone also how fucking weird it is that, like, there's 5 of us. Now, there were 5 metallic dragons. That's just in this thing. So we now have
Yeah.
5 scales, and we got
Oh, yeah.
5 magical fruit from this fucking tree.
Luck, man, luck.
All right. So
And
what
by
happened-
the way,
Scale.
20 of the fruit is non-magical. 5 of them
Yeah.
are magical.
what happens
All the
when we
roll the
get back
dice.
to Waterdeep?
We continue on
Yeah.
our hunt for.
What's are we hunting next?
You
Sorry.
do know that there's some kind of issue in the Misty Forest.
Wasn't that
Yes.
with the elves? And
Yeah.
the elf
Yes.
king?
Was that
Oh yeah,
hunted
the
us
ones
Mhm.
we're
next?
probably about to piss off when we tell their king
Yep.
he has to go and apologize to the dragon.
Go
We can
apologize for
always-
your for the elvish abomination of the Draco Wrath Mythal.
Well, what we can do, and Zilvar's saying this, is just we can get him to apologize or whatever, and assist him in the meantime to get him to admit his or his ancestors' fault with the
Mm.
metallic dragons or the dragons in general. I will be honest, I did not pay attention much during my history lessons. But they probably also did not cover this kind of stuff.
Well, here's an important question. Should we just go to the Misty Forest to investigate what happened there?
It
Or
is
should we
technically
head
on the
back
way
to
if we didn't
Waterdeep?
want to teleport.
It is true.
We can teleport?
Oh, I have the teleportation circle scrolls still.
we
That one
used
burned
those.
away.
What? The second one? I have 2.
You have 2? Yeah,
I have
you
2.
used the second one to go back to Waterdeep, I thought. Did you?
The first.
Yes.
Oh, no. No.
So
You
we
didn't.
went back from the icy place, and then that's the only one I used, right?
Yeah, because you traveled.
We traveled from the Serpent Hills back
Yeah,
to Waterdeep.
I had thought you
Yeah,
had
we
already burned away all the
Yeah. How many
scrolls.
days of travel is it from Waterdeep to the Misty Forest?
I'm
Like
trying to
2
check my map
days?
here.
Not
how many
bad.
days of travel is that, John?
Probably 2.
Give me a moment.
3.
Probably more than it would be to just fly from here to
Character
there.
perspective, I'm. It's like 2 days if I remember right, because right around there was also the.
It's more
inn
than
that
2
got
days.
attacked.
Probably around 4-ish days.
All right,
4.
so we should just fly to the Misty Forest.
Yeah.
Fly how?
If we-
What? A
So,
4-day hike? That
Rick-
sounds
Party.
nice.
So,
Requesting Otar to fly you to the
Yeah.
Misty Forest instead of
If you would
the.
be so kind.
so that
If you
adult
have-
dragon
Yeah.
is fucking cracked.
Yes, yes, it is. I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
Look at the stat block.
I'm looking at the new stat block because I was looking at an old one, and I'm just, oh my god,
Yeah, it's great.
new dragons are fucking awesome. Continue.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
They are awesome.
Not awesome enough.
Not
but-
good enough, but still. Anyway. But so, speaking with Otar, she goes, "Oh, is there something of importance down in the Misty Forest that needs to be attended to?"
Trista nods and goes, "Yeah, we well, first of all, we're gonna go have a nice little chat on Protanther's behalf, but apparently there's everything as far as the reports are concerned is totally fine." She does air quotes around that and goes, "However, they're being attacked, but we keep getting messages that they're fine, so we need to investigate that."
That is important. I will take
Yes.
you as quickly as I can. So
Thank you so much.
it'll be a 3 days ride on Dragonback. And
Oh,
she
really?
will,
Easy.
yeah.
That,
Straight
from
Further south.
straight from the Nether Mountains all the way down to the Misty Forest would be probably, and
It was 2 days from Waterdeep to here.
let me
Yeah.
double check.
And if you're going diagonally, you're actually going just a little less
Yes.
distance.
Okay.
Yeah, 725.
So I'd still say it's 2 days.
And
Yeah, it should be
That's
roughly
nice,
about 2
wow.
days still, yeah. Never
Cool.
mind, I was wrong, 2 days.
nice.
Set
So-
has already started turning the scales into necklaces.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Oh, I was-
god, I have to
I
get
was
out of
gonna
the
have this-
stress.
I was gonna have a professional craft those independents.
Same.
You can still do that later. This will do for the time being,
But
though.
also, to be fair, they're on Harvey's person.
That would ask Harvey if they could see the scales.
Harvey will dig in his bag, grab the gold scale, and will. Which one do you want, Seth?
Oh, it doesn't matter. I was going to start turning them into like little necklaces for everybody.
Do you want to
You
ask
say
which one?
hold.
Just which one do you guys want to represent?
Trista goes, I would like the copper one, please. Tesmicella was really nice.
Harvey has the copper.
I think it'd be most appropriate that Zilvera gets bronze because they represent
Racism.
No, denying tyranny and fascination in warfare. And bronze dragons have fascinations in warfare.
Mhm.
What do you
Zavar
think,
won't
Sylvain?
disagree. If Faricia brings that up, she would be
Mm.
like, that seems reasonable. But if she doesn't bring it up, Zavar doesn't care.
No, I will.
Okay.
It's only appropriate for somebody who who denied the tyranny of Loth.
I guess it is appropriate then.
Mm.
But I do not want a necklace. Just
Set visibly looks a little disappointed.
She says, like, would you please make mine into a necklace? And she's like handing it over to you.
Set happily uses some cord to do so.
Mhm.
Fantastic.
Out of
I just
curiosity,
spilled
do
fucking
you,
cereal everywhere.
Aw. Do you have
was my
Tinker's
dinner.
tools or something like that? Any tool proficiencies?
I actually only have proficiency in musical instruments.
What?
Hilariously.
Damn.
Specifically string instruments.
Then they are basic. They are good enough to wear. It's just they are
Yeah, they're
simple
not
and
anything
not
fancy. Yeah.
not
Sorry, was that bronze or brass?
Bronze. Or, yeah, bronze.
Okay, cool, thank you.
I'll take the silver, I guess.
okay.
Can't believe I
So,
spilled cereal
brass for
everywhere.
Zovar, copper for
Bronze.
Bronze for
Okay, no,
Silvar.
bronze for Zovar, copper for Triste, gold for Harvey, silver for Varicia, and
And
brass
For
set.
set.
for Set.
Mhm.
A fire-breathing brass dragon for set. How appropriate.
Mhm.
Why does Set get the racist guys?
Well, the brass dragon wasn't racist, if I
No,
remember
no.
correctly.
No, it was the bronze. It was the bronze one who was really racist, wasn't it?
Let me see.
Say it went to
Yeah.
Zavir. How appropriate.
Yeah.
Okay,
It
that
was
works.
Yeah.
It was the copper. It was the gold one was really racist, and the
Yes.
silver one was somewhat racist.
Okay.
The bronze one actually was the most in favor for helping humanoids out.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Look, Zilvar's done her due diligence. She doesn't care much as long as you don't call her a normal ass elf.
Mhm.
Don't worry, Zavir. You're a very special ass elf.
What does that mean?
You're special to us.
Yeah.
I'm literally just an average militarized drow.
She shakes her head. Nah.
You all are
Dude,
having
I've
this
seen the things you've done. You're
conversation,
incredible.
and Set is just happily making necklaces.
Mhm.
To yourself, maybe, but to us, you're very special.
Yep.
Why am I being given compliments?
Oh, what? Why wouldn't you be? What?
Why?
Why not?
Yeah, I really don't get that.
Yeah, why not?
Of everyone in the party.
What's
Yes,
wrong with
out of-
taking a compliment?
Because I don't deserve them?
That's not true.
Why
It-
would you say that?
yeah.
I have done many horrible, awful things. You all do not agree with many of my stances. Your compliments are superficial at best.
Well, Zavir, you're not defined by who you were before. You're not that person anymore.
Still am the same person as before. Nothing has changed besides my beliefs.
Triste goes, I mean, I don't know about you, but my beliefs defined me for a very long time, and the changes that have happened there are pretty significant.
You've done a lot more impressive things through your life, Triste.
Triste laughs and goes, yeah, like killing a family.
It's quite impressive to kill an entire family.
Oh my god. No, it wasn't. No, it was
That's not how
bad.
you give a compliment.
Triste goes, no, this would be like comparing it to the bad thing that had to happen with you. Well, that happened. No, the impressive things that you've done, you have saved us time and again. And to be clear here, our party would probably be dead a couple times over without your help.
I seriously doubt that.
Watch, the next time we get in combat, pay attention to what happens between all of us.
Yes, Harvey provides healing. You, Varesia, and Set do basically everything on the field.
We wouldn't be here without you. Fuck, what was the black half dragon's name?
Resmer,
Resmir, yeah.
Resmir would have killed me if it wasn't for you.
Zilvar just shrugs a little bit. You would have been fine.
And if you weren't there, Cyanrath would have killed all of us. We need you. And we're happy to have you around. I like having you around.
I'm not the easiest person to have around.
No, you're not.
Oh, at least you are aware.
But in spite of that, we like having you around.
I much prefer having you here than not.
At least you believe that.
You know, if there's things about yourself that you did in the past that you don't like, you can change. You don't do those horrible things anymore.
I mean, I could. I still.
But you don't. We saw you fight off your sister.
And that was heaps long
Sometimes-
ago.
And sometimes I wonder if that was the right choice.
Triste looks up at Silver and goes, do you honestly? Look at me. Do you honestly look at us? Everything we've managed to succeed at, everything we've managed to go through, survive. The people we've lost along the way, and you look at that moment with your sister and you think, you know what? Maybe I should have made a different choice. Really?
I believe my choice was the correct one. But sometimes it is difficult to think about the things that I could have gone back to and the things that I've lost with this choice.
Triste goes, but you know honestly that the thing that really mattered you lost a long time ago. Going back there wouldn't have gotten anything back, really. Nothing that mattered like what you've already lost. We're moving forward instead. That's what you chose by staying with us.
We're not gonna let you go.
Yeah. Not if we can help it.
Varisi is going to scooch over and just sit next to Zelvair with. You know, it'd be. I mean, we need someone all super gloomy to rain on the parades. Who else is going to do it? We need you here.
Yes, to keep you all in check.
I mean, otherwise our heads will get too big.
Are you sure yours isn't already too big, Faricia?
No, I don't. But Varisi's just gonna side hug Zelvair.
Zilvar is so tense. She's just like, okay, that's enough.
Thursday, come
You don't
join
need-
us.
Thursday
not
does
feel-
kind of curls up in your lap.
Help. And Zilvar's just looking at Triste.
Tuesday just kind of
Yes,
smiles and goes,
Triste, come help.
No.
absolutely. She walks over and she joins in the hug and goes, I'm sorry that this makes you uncomfortable. I'm sorry that it's hard for you to see things the way we do sometimes, but you matter to us massively. Not just in a utilitarian sense. You matter. We're glad you're here. You don't have to be an easy person to get along to matter.
She's gonna turn towards Harvey. Help.
Yes,
She
Yes,
doesn't
Harvey,
know how.
help.
Harvey,
No. No. Fuck.
Wait,
She's just like, I don't know how to
Come
deal
help
with
as
these
well.
emotions anymore.
And it's at this point that Set has everyone's necklaces ready, so puts them on people.
Yeah, Zilvar's
thank
you.
pocketing it if
Uh,
it's a necklace.
Harvey looks at you, Zelvair, and he says in your face with his hand at the center of your chest, it goes like, "Trust me." And he's going to cast a spell that I need you to willingly fail.
Fireball.
You asked for help?
Hmm.
Do you willingly fail? Yes or no?
Yeah, I'll willingly fail.
He casts Udaluk's Really?
No.
He casts
No.
Udaluk's Resilient Sphere. Zilvar drops into a bar, and he throws up and cancels and drops concentration. She pops up right next to him.
Wait, what? Oh.
He casts Udaluk's Resilient Sphere, grabs you, and throws up, drops concentration, and you're out of their fucking hug.
She's a bit dizzy.
Meanwhile, the other two need to make dexterity saving throws because you're actively being pushed
God.
off a dragon.
Let's see
Oh
here.
no!
No.
Oh, I'm rolling.
Oh
Let's
no.
see here. That's a
Oh,
dexterity.
okay, that's a 20.
okay, you're.
A dirty 20.
11.
Oh, Trista's getting
I
grabbed.
succeed.
You can't grab her, you're in a ball.
Can I make an attempt to grab her before she falls since I'm standing next to her?
Yeah, make an athletics or acrobatics check to try and save your friend.
Acrobatics, let's go.
I jump off and
13, 14,
Dive
15,
down
16,
towards
17, 18, 19,
she's-
20, 21 total to grab her as she's
You-
falling. Just
You do
no.
so, and
Like,
Mauricia,
it's your
you
fault.
jump off to find that your friend already had it.
I cast fly.
Okay.
Set wasn't even worried about you because you can fly and Set is aware of
Can
this.
you all
But-
just settle down, please? It's hard enough to make sure that you have a comfortable ride without you getting all rambunctious on my back.
Are we
Apologies.
going to be by the Misty
Sorry.
Forest soon?
Uh,
Are we going to be by the Misty Forest soon?
It hasn't even been a day, Varicia.
It hasn't even been a
Please
couple
relax.
hours.
It'll
I
be
imagine it
another
could've
day.
been.
Yeah, it could have been.
I know, but I just imagine Felicia. Are we there yet?
Yeah, that's totally Varicia.
Patience,
pulls
young one.
Pulls out the wand, Sleet Storm.
Oh no.
Anyway,
Uh,
but
Harvey,
Fly back onto the back of the dragon.
Harvey taps Zilver's shoulder. Thank you for trusting me.
You're welcome. I
But,
guess.
The
I
days
being
do
hugged.
pass, and you eventually are dropped into the misty forest after 2 days' ride. It
Wait,
does.
hold on. I have to roll for Thursday as well. Thursday got a
Oh my
7.
god.
Thursday
Oh
can
my
fly.
God. Yeah.
Thursday flies,
Ugh.
catches as much as she can back up.
Clawing and sliding off the dragon.
Yeah. It's like, ah!
like a dog trying to climb up something. It just
Yeah.
slides off.
A wet dog climbing
Yeah.
out of a pool.
That reaches
When,
over and
when
pulls them up
Thursday
as
gets
well.
back to you guys, she looks at you, Harvey. That was unfriendly.
Harvey is unfriendly.
Harvey
sweat.
immediately looks at Thursday, looks down at his hands, and she's like, "You're right."
You move Fossa, my daughter.
Parisia, that is not your daughter.
What's a Mufasa?
Anyway,
It's character in
you
play.
are dropped off in the misty forest, and it doesn't take you long to get to a town. And immediately you are seeing the devastating effects of the cult's attacks. There are bodies being actively carted to be buried as many somber faces greet you. Many elves who had lost a lot in a most recent attack.
Damn, we're getting greeted,
And
and
that-
Silvar's not getting judged.
And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
Okay.
That's immediate out loud.
Hey everybody, thank you for making it this far at the very least. Just want to say, hey, if you want to support my channel, it would be awesome if you liked, subscribed, commented, all that fun stuff. If you want to add a little bit of extra support on there, go to my Ko-fi channel. The link will be in the description. Right now, I don't know if the link is actually clickable or not, but I'll have the actual URL you need to go to that you can just copy and paste into the browser. But yeah, you can go to my Ko-fi page, hire me as a game master, even just subscribe, get some little extra fun stuffs. Or I mean, you can check out my other store and see if anything there intrigues you. Just there for a little bit of extra support. I'm trying to make sure that I can keep myself self-sufficient on this stuff, and every little bit helps. Thank you very much for watching this, and I hope to see you in the next video.